For instance, if you're wearing a bright blue and a light orange and a dark blue blouse with orange trousers and bright and dark blue accessories, this does form a split complementary palette with the different chromas within those families, within those three families. This type of combination can make you look super dynamic and creative and balanced and stylish, because split complementaries colors are actually a variation of complementary colors. They often create a visual appeal that has a strong contrast while maintaining quite a bit of harmony, which happens when you wear a couple extra colors in that complementary scheme. And that's why split complementary is so prevalent in the fashion industry. The key for split complementary, actually the key for any of Color Wheel Concept outfits, is to actually be intentional. You should strive to use this concept to tilt it towards your cool or warm palette in your seasonal nuanced palette. This makes sense, doesn't it? Notionally, we'll put up this formula up on the screen, but notionally, when you're looking at a split complementary makeup in terms of logic and kind of a mathematical formula, as it were, or a visual formula, you're looking at the base color being at least 60%. You're looking at the split color, number one, being about 10%, and split color number two being about 20 to 30%. That is the way to do this properly. Do not make the mistake of doing the base color at 60 and then equally splitting, halving the rest, so that it looks like a 50-50. It doesn't look as stylish. So the offset of those percentages really has a fabulous impact for split complementary color outfits. And again, bear in mind that that key color should be in your seasonal color palette ideally. Now remember, the complements can't be, because they're opposite. So if you're cool and you're using a cool key color, you're going to have to use the warm colors on the color wheel as a complementary. Same with warm. If you're warm, the complements are going to be cool, so they should form less of that outfit, just as a general rule. So I always think about colors having impact. Every color can arouse specific emotions. Color has a cosmic force. It evokes a kind of a psychic vibration. Color has a depth of power that's still vastly unknown, but real. It impacts, I think, the body, the brain, and the soul of the viewer. It's just an amazing thing. And in color impact, when you're looking at split complementary, it can be quite profound. There are two basic ways that you can build a split complementary outfit. You can build it where the base color dominates, which is the formula we just talked about. So the base color has to be in your targeted palette, cool or warm. This should be a predominant overall color that people would perceive as the main color of your outfit. The other two colors, because they're opposites, they should be cool if you're on the warm, and warm if you're on the cool side. These split complementary colors would be used as accents or for accessories as a general rule. The other way to do this is for the split colors to dominate, where you would have one or both split colors used as the primary visual components, and then the base color would be used for the accents. So you could use the split color, for example, for a top and pants, and then you'd have your primary color as maybe a coat or all of the other accessories. So an example of this would be base color number one would be 10%, split color would be 85%, and split color number two would be only 5%. And that could create a great visual appeal as well. I think that the most important thing that you could do here is flip through the Color Me Powerful ebook or book and become familiar with that, as well as becoming familiar with the color wheel itself, and start spinning those colors around and recognize what the split complementary colors are on that wheel. It's exciting when you start spinning it around. You go, I might not have thought about that combination, but wow, I love it. And then what I also want you to do as you're going through this course is start looking at outfits in magazines, when you're out on the street, when you're in a restaurant, and start figuring out what those color combinations, according to the fundamental color wheel concepts, are. And if the person didn't get it exactly right, what would you as a color analyst, as a color coach do to make that outfit really stand out. That's what you do to start creating an eye. That's what you do to start creating your skill set and your toolbox, where you're pre-thinking what you would do as you're wandering around your universe. So the next one that we're going to talk about is equally exciting, but that's what we love. Is it's not just 2, it's 6. So let's carry on.